Here are a few examples of different motivators to show how important it is to put the right person with the right motivators in the right job. The benefit to you is increasing employee and member retention, increasing productivity, and growing and sustaining profits. So let's start with this example. Let's take two people. One person is a process and procedures follower, and the other is a more creative type that loves doing things out of the box, doing things their own way. In a business, it's important to make sure that each is assigned a role that best suits those motivators, or there could be trouble. Let's use the example of a commercial pilot. The safety of hundreds of lives on that airplane depend on that pilot's understanding of the airplane performance, to do a proper pre-check to make sure the instruments and engines are all working properly, and how the weather might impact the flight route. Or would you prefer someone who is more creative and likes to do things their own way in the pilot's seat? They get in the cockpit and they're so excited to be there. They can't wait for takeoff. They don't know how to do a pre-flight. And on the off chance that they might, they're already thinking about the loop-de-loops they're going to do and the spins after takeoff. That's their focus. So which one do you want in the cockpit? Let's look at a personal example of these two motivators. Let's say you're in a group taking a vacation tour. The tour guide is talkative and knowledgeable about the area that is the topic for the tour. She knows her stuff, but it's clear she's a creative type. So you're walking around and all of a sudden you come to a street corner and you stop. The tour guide checks for traffic in both directions and there's nothing coming, so she steps off the curb and she and part of the tour follow her. They walk to the other side of the intersection and she turns around and there's the rules and process and procedures person got everybody else held back at the corner. Because after all, the street sign still has the red hand up that says don't walk. Okay, so the process guy may not be that much fun on vacation. But remember, it's not about right or wrong, it's just about different. So here's an example of two other motivation types. The first person wants to know and share every detail behind a decision that needs to be made. They want to have or give all that information willingly, freely. The second person is motivated by the bottom line, with a call to action. If they need more information, they're going to ask you questions for clarification. I experience this with one of my children all the time. They ask me for my feedback, but they're one of those give every detail person. They tell me about the color that the other person is wearing. They tell me about whether they're standing or sitting, or what's going on in the background or the things around them. I listen for a couple minutes and my smile really is clenched teeth. And my nails, they're digging into my palms. I have to take a few deep breaths as I calmly say, just can you give me the bottom line? Just tell me the question, and then if I need more information, I'll ask for some more details. One final example of different motivators is found in a person who prefers taking quick action with quick results versus one who wants to gather research and think about and plan on the pros and cons. If you're involved in government, you know that there's a lot of time between the time a proposed change goes out to the public for comment and the time that the change actually goes into effect. The person who is motivated by taking quick action may understand the proposed rule changes and how they're going to impact the business. And they're ready to change policy and procedures, and they're ready to take off ASAP. The data gatherer will keep watching and learning, gathering all the information possible before proposing any business practice changes. This person may even be talking to other professionals, trying to get their feedback on the changes. Waiting too long to act may become a strain on the business or their clients to implement too many changes in the time frame between now and the mandate. While it appears on the surface that both of these people have motivators that don't serve the business best, they do. We need both. Again, it's not about right or wrong, it's about different. The key to remember is that identifying the motivators, again, is not that it's right or wrong, it's about different. It's about communication and assigning tasks that meet each of the motivational styles of each person. So why does this matter to you as a leader? If the leader only considers the motivators of one side of the equation, the other one may become less productive and may just want to get up and leave because they're bored or they don't feel valued. They're not going to stick around very long. And that becomes time-consuming and costly because now you've lost a valuable employee. There's also the possibility of trying to make both people happy, but you're doing it in the wrong way and reducing the productivity of both people. But tools can be created and implemented to provide both people with a sense of belonging and value. So the goal is getting to know yourself better so that you can become a stronger, more powerful, and positive leader. And then getting to understand others better to create powerful teams, increase communication skills, and increase retention and overall productivity.